Welcome back, everyone. It's been a little bit of a slower news cycle here the last 24, 48 hours in the NFL, but materializing late this afternoon was a big development. Alex Mack, who got the transition tag placed on him by the Browns earlier this offseason, is expected to be offered a contract by the Jacksonville Jaguars. So the Browns didn't place the flat-out franchise tag on Brown. They placed what they call the transition tag. So if anyone wants Alex Mack, like the Jaguars seem to do, they'll make him an offer. Once Alex Mack signs that offer sheet, it then gives the Browns 5 days to match that offer sheet. So the deal from the Jaguars is expected to be 5 years. We don't know yet the financial terms of that contract, and that's really, to me, what's going to determine whether you see Alex Mack in a Browns or a Jaguars uniform. You know, Alex Mack is a very talented center. Pro Bowl center, has never missed a snap played in his entire career up to this point. And there was a lot of questions as to if he's this caliber of a player and he's out there for anyone to sign, you know, why wouldn't have anyone jumped on him by now? And the answer is pretty simple, because the Browns can match. So if you're not going to make a real heavy-hitting offer, the Browns are just going to swoop in, match the contract with the boatload of cap space they have, and move on with Alex Mack a part of their team long term. The fact that the Jaguars are taking it to this step where they'll make Mack an offer sheet that he's supposedly supposed to sign on Friday tells me the Jaguars are ready to structure this offer sheet in a way where it's going to make it very difficult on the Browns to match that offer sheet. And you could look at this situation a ton of different ways. Let's look at it first from the Jaguars' point of view. It's pretty simple. They get a chance with a lot of cap space available to add a top-flight player at the center position. They don't have many top-flight players on their roster. So to me, if they think Mack is worth it, they're the easiest part to understand in this equation. You look at from Alex Mack's point of view. He's clearly been unhappy with what's gone on in Cleveland as far as how the organization's been run. He either looks at this as an opportunity to get out of Cleveland and get paid, or he's just quite simply looking for the biggest deal available, and this is the best way to get that. And from the Browns standpoint, look, if I'm the Browns, again, if this is a reasonable deal, I'm matching it, no questions asked. But if they structure, it's pretty clear Mack has structured it in a way that pretty much says, look, I don't want to be in Cleveland anymore. If I'm the Browns, I let him walk. All right, there's been dysfunction in that organization in the past. If that's something Alex Mack is not going to be able to get over, if I'm from the Browns' point of view, I'm just moving on. And I'm letting Mack walk with the understanding that I have to re-sign star players like Josh Gordon, Joe Hayden, and Jordan Cameron here in the next couple of years. So that money saved on Mack could be used towards the re-signing of players down the road. So there's a little bit of a complicated situation, but the next shoe we're waiting to drop is to see the financial terms of this contract offer from the Jaguars. Then Mack is expected to sign the offer sheet, and then the Browns will have 5 days to match. If I'm the Browns at this point, I expect this contract to be structured in a way that makes it very hard for the Browns to match. They'd almost be taking a risk by matching it. They have a big decision to make. But to me, if the guy doesn't want to be there after you've met with him, he's met with new coach Mike Pettin, he's met with the new offensive staff, he's obviously still not sold on it, and the guy wants to get paid now. With all that being a factor, I let him walk to Jacksonville if I'm the Browns. It's a tough decision again. The only reason this is a tough decision for the Browns, all right, to keep a guy that maybe doesn't want to be there, the only reason it's a tough decision to me is because he is such a good player and he is very durable, and it is going to leave a big hole in their offensive line. But look, to a certain extent, I think the Browns need guys who want to be there and want to turn this thing around. And I don't fault Alex Mack for wanting to leave for what's gone on, but it sounds like it'd be best if these two parted ways here, in my opinion. Guys, let me know what you think of the Alex Mack situation unfolding here with the Jaguars and the Browns. Hit me up in the comments. Hit me up on Twitter as well. Be sure to subscribe to my channel here, guys. It's completely free. Always keeping you updated on all the news in the NFL. I'm covering the draft wall to wall, too, so be sure to check that out. Thanks again for listening. Have a great afternoon.